Hey everybody, Anthony Alfredo here, and filming on my phone right now reminds me of when I first started my YouTube channel. This takes us back to the good old times, but today, it's a very interesting video. I actually surprised my dad for Christmas with his very own custom SimSeats driving simulator. There's a lot of cool features on this, and I want to show you guys it. I want to do a full simulator tour and in-depth description of all the neat features on it and all the equipment that's a part of it and makes it what it is. It looks incredible. Unfortunately, a monitor got lost in shipping, so it's going to be a little bit till we get that back because of just how crazy the holidays are with all the shipping distributors and such, and things being sold out. So we'll get that back. It's fine, though. It's all good for now. Everything else is complete on it. It works flawlessly. I did assemble it. There's a ton of packages in front of me, actually. There's like a million giant boxes. Because rather than having SimSeats come up here and install it, I've actually done quite a few installations with them and have done a lot of work on my own simulator that I have from them in my apartment. So I figured I could assemble this one and take the reins and handle this. So shout out to them for getting everything shipped to me before Christmas so I could put this together. It was out of their control. That monitor got lost. But like I said, everything else is set up and I was able to assemble it very quickly. And I'm so excited to hopefully stream some for you guys. The internet here is not the best. But we'll make do. It might not be the best quality, but we'll try to make it work. And in addition to that, we'll actually be producing a lot of YouTube videos because that I can do. The computer is incredible. It's got a 3080 graphics card, and more on that in a little bit. But I'm able to record such great videos at awesome quality, so those could go up on the YouTube channel as well. But first, before we start uploading and producing content on this bad boy, I got to show you what it's made of. We're going to hop right into this and get a nice overview of the SimSeats driving simulator, fully assembled now, other than the monitor that got lost in shipping, as you can see on the left. But you can see the D-Box actuator right there because this entire simulator is on a platform with 4 actuators from D-Box technology. We'll get into that in a minute and go more in depth, but this thing is beautiful. SimSeats did an incredible job. They've outdone themselves once again, and now this is the first time I've used a VRS wheelbase, as you can see here. This is the first piece of equipment that we're going to check out. We'll get a little bit of a rear view here. It mounts perfectly on the wheel deck on this SimSeats SRX chassis. You'll see where it connects below the seat to the control module. All your cables go into there and then plug into the wheelbase right there. I've got the MPI GT rim on there with paddle shifters and buttons. I use that for road racing. I even have been using on the oval, actually, and just utilize the Thrustmaster shifter for the stock cars. There's also a simple Corsair headset that I've actually really liked using as well. We'll hop into the pedal assembly, which is one of my favorite parts of this rig. I have these same pedals on my rig in my apartment, and man, they feel good. They're hydraulic pedals and they're hanging. I actually had the same set of pedals in a race car I raced in real life, so they feel amazing. They really allow you to make the most out of iRacing and make that difference between a simulation and an actual training tool because of how realistic they are and how good they feel. Definitely a competitive advantage, if you ask me. We've got the custom CNC'd side plates with my dad's custom logo and name. That was one of the big surprises of the rig for him. And of course, this really nice leather seat with the black suede and red leather accents. It fits perfectly on this rig. And the coolest part is it's adjustable, not only forward and backwards, but the back is, as you see there. So that little lever makes it really nice for anyone who wants to get in this rig and get comfortable. There's the front to rear adjustment right there as well. So definitely allows anyone to hop in this rig and feel comfortable and get situated the way they'd like. We've got the Logitech surround sound. This is another feature I have on my SimSeats driving simulator in my apartment, and I love it because there's also the rear speakers here, and it just makes you feel even more immersed. And of course, with the sub, it's a really nice addition to have to crank the volume up when no one's home or no one's around. You got your adjustments there on the stereo, so that allows you to turn down the volume on different speakers and individually adjust each one. Here's a close-up look of one of the 4 actuators on this rig from D-Box. Some of the power switches and cables right there coming out from under the rig, and we'll get a sneak peek underneath here of the rest of the control modules and power switches that are all hooked up already. They got plenty of ground clearance, and they mount right underneath this SimSeats Driving Simulator platform. See the front left actuator right there as well, and another rear view of what it looks like. So you can see that SimSeats Driving Simulator chassis actually bolts right on this platform. So it's the same rig I have. It's a SimSeats Driving Simulator Legend Pack, and you just sit it on that platform, put one bolt in it, and you're good to go. Got a Velocity Micro PC, and you already know this baby's got a GeForce RTX 3080 graphics card. Other great specs like water cooling, plenty of RAM. The CPU's great, and it's just a beast of a computer. It runs iRacing flawlessly, and it looks so great and runs so smoothly with that graphics card. Got the Logitech G wireless keyboard and mouse combo, which is really nice to have, just limited wires and not have to do as much cable management. And of course, on the swivel keyboard tray, it's a nice feature to have as well, along with these 32-inch curved triple monitor setup. One is missing, as I mentioned earlier, but my favorite part about these is how thin the frame is. And one of the best parts is there's hardly any bezel. You can see the screen goes all the way to the edge of the monitor, just a little gap there in the actual display. So the best part about that is you don't have to do much bezel correction when you set up your graphic configuration, and you pretty much just line the monitors up well enough together to where that's not an issue. So I'm looking forward to get that third one on there and having some easy setup. We'll go back and take a nice look at these pedals and the rest of the simulator. I also want to point out how phenomenal of a job SimSeats did on the powder coating. We chose this custom color that's basically a graphite or charcoal, kind of metallic-y black gray. It's just looks great in the right lighting, and with all the red accents, this simulator is just absolutely incredible. And even though it is just a racing simulator, it's definitely a head turner for sure. You can see the cable management boxes, which are super nice to have as well. And one thing I wanted to point out is all the adjustments on this rig. The swivel keyboard tray, the adjustments you can make to your wheel deck, as well as your pedal stand. They're all pretty much on wing nuts, and you can just get the right height or distance on everything and really customize it for yourself. And then, of course, you have the seat that's adjustable. So anyone can hop in here and make themselves feel comfortable and get situated in the proper driving position. There's the adjustable shifter mount as well, and another look at that seat adjustment right there. Man, I love the way those nameplates came out. The monitors have plenty of adjustment themselves too, so it's easy to get them lined up, and that monitor stand is super convenient and works so well with this rig. And all these features really show why SimSeats is the best. As you can see, all the boxes are still behind me. I definitely got to go throw those out, but bottom line is I want to thank SimSeats for helping make this possible, because surprising my dad with this meant so much to me. It was really special to do something like that for someone, especially my dad, who's done so much for me and plays such a significant role in my life. We have an awesome relationship, and I'm excited to see him use this. And even when I'm not here, we could link up remotely through Discord or something like that, and maybe I could stream some father-son races, maybe me spotting him as he climbs the rank on his own iRacing account. So iRacing, get ready for your newest member. But it's going to be a great time, and while I'm home for the holidays and New Year's, I'm excited to teach him a little bit about racing and help him learn the ropes of not only racing in general, but iRacing. And just huge shout out to D-Box, of course, because this would not be complete without their 4-actuator system hooked up to SimSeats Motion platform, because their haptics are incredible, and I really feel like I'm able to make the most out of iRacing now, and it makes it go from just a simulator and you know, having fun with friends to a legitimate training tool. And SimSeats makes that possible as well with their accurate ergonomics and all the great equipment they put on their rig. So built by racers for racers. Always remember that. But thank you again for helping make this possible, everyone at SimSeats and D-Box. More content to come in the coming weeks. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate support. And here we are, a new simulator. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.